overcrowded, roaring with sound. The light blue sky seems to imitate the mood of every commuter below. With all the chaos of the city, there is a place of calm, encircled by towering buildings where people gather to eat, where conversations are formed, and where music is played. The music echoes throughout the narrow streets, the center full of green trees bringing a fresh and calm presence in the overwhelming abundance of the concrete and brick that encloses it. On the streets, swarms of people flood the city, finding their way through the crowd. The buildings tower over them, staying still in the rushing pace of a weekday afternoon. The new buildings reflect the images of the old. Pale stone mirrored on shiny glass. And yet, somewhere, waiting under that contrasting mystery, are the sounds of human noise. If you listen close, you can hear them linger in the darkness of the alleys. You can feel their weight, as heavy as the feet of those who have made a home out of the sidewalk. Through that weight and darkness, promise is apparent. It shines through the art on the highway bridges, the stones of the buildings, the roots of the flowers, the flow of the water from the fountains, and through the flesh of the people themselves. It enables the city to grow as if it were a living thing, constantly reshaping itself, never quite holding closely onto anything. This freedom to change moves much like the current of the river that encompasses the city. It flows under the connecting bridges, never set in one single form. It runs rapid like the sidewalk, the water imitating the flow of the crowd on the cold concrete sidewalk. The bridge connects the contrasting images of the buildings, making them one. The bright blue bends of the bridge highlight the water below. It draws attention from the dark brick and gray stained glass behind. The edge of the structures are defined. It lures the eye away from the overwhelming feel of unfamiliarity. The feel of certainty and stability illuminates from the buildings onto the streets below. The unpredictable movements from the sidewalk are calmed by the structure of the roads. The narrow, cracked pavement guides the crowd through the city. The winding paths connect the brick, glass, and concrete buildings, thus bringing together the underlying worth that is taken for granted. Every day, people walk the streets, rush to work, and promptly leave as the day fades, never fully understanding the meaning and the purpose behind the buildings and structures